guys, welcome to the Weekend Zone. I'm Britt Johnson. I'm here with Matt Demecki, who cannot talk today. This is going to be great. This is going to be the best show ever. And Chris Clark. What's up, guys?
What's up? I can't talk.
Can I ask a question? Okay, so I've noticed this channel, we mostly talk about basketball. Mm-hmm. So why is it called the Fumble?
We're just missing football right now.
I do miss football season,
I miss football
but
a lot.
I've noticed we've kind of developed into a basketball channel.
talk more
so
about
These guys, they love it.
rename
So we should
this
the
show.
dunk.
Yeah, let us know in the comments what you think
The
the
dunk.
Fumble should change their name to. The dunk? That might be-
Dog.
I don't know. I feel like they're gonna go a little too crazy with that one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why don't you dunk these?
Yep.
I'll let you fill in the
Leave
blank.
that alone.
That could be all
Let
bad.
that for y'all little imagination.
Okay, well, I've actually missed talking to you guys a lot because, as you guys know, we got rid of a show called The Huddle, which was a daily show. So I have a lot of stuff to talk about. We're going to go all the way back to Monday
Seriously.
and talk about the NBA awards. You know, they gave away all of these Rookie of the Year, MVPs, whatever. I actually got 100% of, I got Victor Oladipo correct, but all of my picks were wrong.
Oh, I thought you were saying
they were.
correct. I was like, no.
So
course they
I want to
were.
know what you guys thought of the awards this season. Who got snubbed? What do you guys think?
Well, I sorry to cut you off.
Yeah,
I was
go
just,
for it.
I remember
We
saying,
haven't really talked
yeah,
about
you're
it.
right. You can't. No, I was there smiling and clapping when Dwayne Casey got his
Oh
award.
my
That was-
gosh, that
man.
was classic. So I picked Brad Stevens to win, and I think
Yeah.
he should have won, but just the beauty
Well,
of getting fired and then
What he
I
like,
love
going,
it.
and then I was like, please let him say it when he gets on
And when
stage.
oh my God, when he said that, it's a lot of y'all know I got fired. I was like,
and
this
I got
man.
this Coach of the Year
This
award.
man, yup.
That was classic. That was epic.
I think the only thing I was upset about was I know you voted for him, but it was the Ben Simmons thing.
Why are you guys upset about that?
So let's talk about that. Do
Yeah.
you guys really think Ben Simmons is a rookie?
Look, I think Ben Simmons said it best earlier in the year. He says, if me not being a rookie is the only thing you have against me to win this award,
stop.
it's like, that's so petty.
That's the biggest part of it, though. What are you talking about?
No, it's not he is a rookie. Like, hands down. He won Rookie of the Year. He is a rookie. I don't care what anybody says.
So here-
Donovan Mitchell control all he
But
wants.
look, this
Ben
is the
Simmons
thing.
is a rookie.
Here's the thing for me, though, and I feel like there's a bunch of other arguments that you could use for this, but on top of the award show being after everything, after the finals and stuff like that, in my opinion, I thought Donovan Mitchell had a better season, but then on top of that, had a better
And post.
playoffs
Yeah.
than Ben Simmons, and
Yep.
then for him to still win the award, which is also arguable for James Harden, in my opinion, too, with
I was about to
LeBron
say,
James.
yeah.
But I get it. Ben Simmons is going to be fantastic, but as compared to seasons and compared to being his first year out, I just feel like Donovan
Well, and
Mitchell
if you
is
talk
just,
to most
hands
NBA
down.
players, they
100%.
do agree that he's not actually
Right.
a rookie. You know, they
It doesn't
do agree.
matter what they
and
think.
then it's like, it does. They're the ones playing.
It
They're
doesn't
the
matter
ones
what
that
they
know
think.
the difference of being
Yeah.
in the league and
Yes.
getting to know
Yeah.
coaches and
It
getting
matters.
money and
Yeah,
the difference between I am literally don't know what's going on and there's 20 million things coming at me at one
I just
time.
don't understand why it wasn't a big deal when the whole Blake Griffin thing happened.
It was, though.
It was not
yeah.
not
Yeah.
as big as this. I don't think so.
Okay, maybe
we
not.
just
I
didn't have a
don't
platform
know.
to talk about it,
Yeah.
and a lot of people
I
didn't
just-
have
John
social
Wall
media
had
as
a
big
great-
as they do now to
yeah.
make their points across. But
John Wall
and
had
I
a
don't think there
great
was a lot of
season,
trolling during the season as there was
No.
now.
Yeah,
you know what I
same.
mean, with Donovan Mitchell saying he's a rookie and coming up in that
In the
van and
bus,
stuff
yeah.
like that. So I think the players kind of instigated that a little bit more.
Yeah, I just think that me personally,
thought
I
you
think
weren't
Ben
talking
Simmons.
today.
Yeah, you're talking
Look,
a lot,
look,
man.
I think personally, in the long run, especially if Ben Simmons develops a shot, I think
not
Ben
the
Simmons is
question.
going to be better
That's
than
not
Donovan
the question,
Mitchell.
though. That's not
But
the
still-
question. That's not the question.
Okay,
in
Ben
the long
Simmons is
run-
a rookie. He won Rookie of the Year.
That's-
I'm gonna lock it down like that.
Two different things.
And LeBron got robbed too. I'm just saying that.
Okay, well, that's my next question.
yeah.
So Kyrie actually came out this week saying that Harden was the people's MVP and LeBron
Yeah.
was the NBA MVP. Do you agree with that
I do
statement?
agree with
I
that.
absolutely agree
And
with
when
that.
I've been hearing it after he made that statement. I've been hearing from so many people talking about, well, you can't give LeBron the MVP every season because he always has to get. Well, why? Why not? Why can't we give it to him?
So we're
every
punishing
season?
him for being great?
That's
I don't
my
understand that.
excuse. I don't understand that.
I mean, literally, if you saw stat by stat, like the comparison, he was leading points, rebounds, assists, 3-point field goal percentage, threes made, games played. Like, if you're leading that whole thing,
it's interesting to see because, I mean, if you look at a guy like D Wade, he's never won an NBA
exactly.
MVP.
He got robbed
He's,
in
like,
09
third
though.
in- you know what I mean?
He got
it's
robbed in 09.
It's crazy to like, what is the NBA actually like doing as their criteria for this? You know what I mean?
It's just a popularity contest. That's all it is. If somebody's great consistently and somebody comes out of nowhere and is also great, they're going to look at that and be like, look, hey, James Harden had a great season. He was #1 in the West.
But the awards are not just like, it's not like this fan vote. There's like different categories of voting.
Media,
But like
coaches.
MVP, the most valuable
so
player.
I wouldn't say though a people's MVP. I think that's rude to say. And that like, you know, like I said earlier this week, that kind of Kanye West did, you know, James Harden, because James Harden has came in second twice, you know, and this was like the third year or whatever. So it's like, at some point when he ends his career, are we going to look back like we did at D Wade's career and be like, oh my gosh, he's literally third in scoring in freaking the league's history and yada yada and all this great stuff, but he's never won an MVP, you know? Like,
I don't know. I just feel like MVP now, like nobody knows what it means anymore. Like if you're the most valuable player, like it's easily LeBron. You know what I mean? Like James Harden.
Well, and I think LeBron actually had a better postseason than James Harden did. So again, that's closing like how he closed it. But in regular season, well, technically,
but they
whatever.
put the stats
but
side by side.
And he also played 10 less games than LeBron.
But LeBron got punished for that last season. Before that he wasn't playing.
I know, but I'm talking about stats. Like you're talking about the stats. Like I don't want to compare stats to somebody who didn't play as many games. Like you can't compare the stats or whatever. But what I'm saying about
shouldn't that hurt him?
That actually, that's absolutely hurt him.
An injury hurt somebody?
Oh,
I mean, it hurt LeBron the year before.
No, it didn't hurt Ben Simmons.
You know what? Because I agree with that, I'm not going to argue that. I 100% agree. You're right.
Okay,
Ben Simmons got away with it.
Oh my God.
This is a weird question, and I don't think I'm actually going to answer this question, but I'm going to ask you guys this question. Let's do some early predictions for next season's Rookie of the Year. I'm not going to answer that question because I think it's ridiculous to like assume who's going to be Rookie of the Year when we haven't even seen them in Summer League yet. That's what happens when you're the host of the show.
Oh my God. Like you said, we didn't even see him in Summer League yet.
I know.
I'm a Knicks fan. Kevin Knox hasn't even put on the jersey yet, so like I don't even like. I don't know.
He hasn't even moved into his apartment in New York yet.
I will say this.
He hasn't even found one side chick in New York.
Not one. Yeah, right. I will say this though. I don't know if I have an answer yet, but I will say I don't think it's gonna be Aiden. I don't think he's gonna be.
Honestly, I think it's gonna be Luka because just he's in the best situation out of all these draft picks.
You just won him because his mama's farm.
You trying to get mama?
Well, my MVP award.
No,
but for real, having Dennis Smith Jr. there and then having Dirk also play with him, like I think it's gonna benefit him so much. So I feel like he's gonna win.
Well,
MVP.
since this is just for kicks and giggles and for predictions, I'm gonna go with my guy Kevin Knox. I feel like because he was a steal and because same thing, Porzingis is gonna be out the majority of the season.
Yeah.
He doesn't really have anybody in front of him that's gonna take points away from him. He can pull a Donovan Mitchell kind of thing because he's a scorer and lead the team in points and be up there in the conversation. So I feel like Kevin Knox does it.
Well, and again, we'll re-ask this question.
Yeah, when actually we see some playing, you know.
Maybe around preseason time, we'll
Don't forget though, Luka won EuroLeague MVP though.
100%.
Don't forget that.
Luka.
Anyways, let's move on to the Ball family because we don't talk about them enough on this channel. So how embarrassed should LaVar Ball be if LiAngelo never makes it to the NBA?
I don't think he should be embarrassed at all. I mean, if you look at the big picture, like he has his oldest son in the NBA playing for the Lakers. He's got another son or two sons that played overseas that played pro basketball. Like how many people can say that? Like the fact that he didn't make it into the NBA, yeah, we all have failures in life, but like you're killing this guy just because he didn't make it into the NBA? Like, come on.
I hate this question so much. How old is Jello Ball?
What, 18, 19?
Oh, okay, so he can never make the league because he missed the draft.
I was about to say, like,
between 18 and 25, there's no way he can get a call up from any. That's my problem. Just because he got undrafted, people are saying, well, that's it. His chances are gone. He's not gonna make the league.
Yeah.
I just feel like there's still time. I don't think. He just has to focus on, at best, being like a JJ Redick kind of guy because he's a shooter. He's a catch and shoot. He has an opportunity to go on a team anywhere. And if he goes to a team and sucks it and then gets out, then that's a different story. But he's 18 years old.
I think he's like 19.
18 going on 19, whatever. He's still young. The point of the matter is
still
he's
young.
young. He has opportunity. But to answer the question, no, LaVar, yeah, like he said, LaVar has all these things going on. He has one son that can potentially be, the star of this team, especially if they get all these pieces and he's not traded away. I don't see why LaVar would be disappointed. That's, 1 out of 3 that doesn't make it. Oh, well, Gelo's going to figure something out. He's going to be fine. I don't see why LaVar would be.
Yeah, they have a lot of other things going on. He'll be the president of BBB, whatever. They have money.
I'm not ready to put him down yet.
Yeah.
I think there's still a chance. We'll see what happens. He can get with age. You don't know who he's gonna work out with. We don't know.
Well, and I don't know if you guys saw his workout video. It was super trash.
Yeah, he didn't do
I
that
honestly think
100%.
sometimes when people, have a little money already and they're doing things. Same thing happened with Diddy's son at UCLA. They don't want to work as hard, or they think they, can like slide past things, and they don't end up becoming successful because they don't put that work in. And I think from that video and from just seeing him, his body, he doesn't look in shape to me at all. Compared to some of these other kids, like he's just, I think if he put forth more effort, not saying that you don't put forth any effort, LiAngelo, but I am saying you did look out of shape, buddy. I think if he put more focus on, working out and not hanging out in Cabo, then things might be different.
I just feel like if you look at a workout compared to his on-court resume, like with Lithuania, we forget that if he was given minutes, he only averaged like 18 minutes, and he was that league's leading scorer, and he's done things. So I just feel like it'll catch up to him, because I agree. Like these workouts are important, and if you half-ass it, you're not gonna get the opportunity to be on the court to do those things like you did in Lithuania. So I feel like that's something that
they have
to
be
improve.
consistent. You have to consistently work out. The grind sometimes isn't there with people who already have money, and I think that was the case in this situation.
And I feel
not
like
saying he's not talented. He just wasn't grinding.
And hopefully, like you say, he's young. Hopefully, he'll figure it out. Sorry, we keep cutting you off.
No, that's all right. But the only thing with I'm not trying to defend the NCAA here, but going into the NCAA for a year, I think that's where the strength and conditioning would really, really help them, because obviously they're getting these players ready for NBA talent.
Organization like
UCLA. I feel like that's the only thing that hurt him with the whole, like you said, the strength and conditioning aspect of it. But I think they made the right decision up until this point. But you just can't hate on the man. Dude's 19 trying out for NBA
That's my
team.
thing. If he was 25, if he was 25 still trying and he couldn't get, then it'd be different. But he's 19, he got time.
Can't hate on this family.
All right, it is time for my favorite part of the show, honorable mentions. We'll start with Matt Demecki.
All right, so
who has been talking the whole
I was
damn
gonna
show.
say
it really wasn't though. But anyways, this Wednesday, Mexico lost 3-0 to Sweden, and everybody shifted their focus to the South Korea and Germany game. And South Korea knocked off Germany, which was a big upset.
Insane.
Which is ridiculous. And if you see this in Mexico City, there's footage that Mexico fans were carrying random Korean fans in the street, making it cheering. And
now that's how you bring the world together.
I also heard on Twitter that there was some rumors that Mexican radio channels were playing K-pop. I don't know if that's true or not, but I read that on Twitter and I thought that was hilarious if that's true. That'd be
amazing, man. Korean barbecue and Mexican food are all-time favorites. That's why.
Those are very popular in Los Angeles.
They
very
just
true.
Need
to do a one-store combined, a one-stop shop for both.
Some trucks do crossovers with both of them.
All right, Chris, what are yours?
Well, mine wasn't as entertaining, but it's very intriguing because this past week, Papa Doc did what a lot of people thought he would not do, and he traded his son. Now, is this betrayal?
Own damn son.
Yeah, is this betrayal, or did he finally come to his senses and realize that you got to make these kind of moves? Now, he's brought in Marcin Gortat, which is having a lot of people thinking that DJ is on his way out.
Replacement.
You know what I have to say about this? These guys know I'm a Clippers fan. I have a calendar, a Clippers calendar that I was given for this season. Austin Rivers was my one of the last guys on the calendar, because most of the calendar is Chris Paul and Blake Griffin. They're both gone. So now Austin Rivers is gone. I actually don't even know the Clippers anymore, but I think this was a decision for Doc as to keep his own job. Because at this point, the Clippers were, when Doc came there, Clippers were great, and they just slowly started going away. And, for a couple of years, it was like, oh, you can't get out of the second round, can't get out of the second round. Now you can't even make the playoffs, So he had to do something. I'm sad because I know Austin Rivers really does love basketball and he does work his ass off. But
he's a good player, man. He's underrated in my opinion.
He's come far since The good old days.
But Papa betrayed him.
Yeah.
And traded him away to Washington.
I think this will be good for Austin too, though.
Yeah.
So.
It's a solid spot for him. I think he'll do well.
Small ball in Washington.
Yeah.
All right, well, my honorable mentions is my favorite player who was first team All-NBA this year.
That got swept.
Questionable to some people, but not to me. Damian Lillard tweeted that he was going to be at some park in Portland and he was going to be giving away 50 pairs of shoes for people who wore 12 or 12 and a half. And he pulled up in the U-Haul. Check out this video. See, that's why I love this man.
If you look real closely, you'll see I was there and I didn't get a pair.
Well, you know, when you wear a size 8, you can't.
I wear 12. I wear 12, all right?
If you look really closely, you'll see the man that got swept by the by the belt.
All right. That's enough from you, buddy. Dame, I'm sorry for him.
My bad, Dave. That was a cool act, though. That was a cool act.
Whenever he comes to Los Angeles and he's giving free stuff away, I'll make sure you don't get anything.
He'll give me.
Okay.
I'll try
Well,
again.
thank you guys so much for tuning into the Weekend Zone. We'll see you guys next weekend. I'm Britt Johnson, Matt DeMecki, Chris Clark. Peace.